This is a story of two eccentric spirits. A flamboyant English occultist, known as the wickedest man in the world, the eccentric British magician, meets the shy Portuguese writer, the literary genius of heteronyms and a reserved poet fascinated by esotericism. Their paths crossed in 1930, in an unlikely friendship that mixed astrology, magic, and a dose of modernist theatricality. The story concludes in an equally sensational and dramatic place. This is the story of the secret of the mouth of hell. It all began in late 1929, when Pessoa, an amateur astrologer, received the first volume of Crowley's Confessions. Upon detecting an error in the author's horoscope, he corrected it in a letter to the publishers, initiating an enthusiastic correspondence. Impressed, Crowley expressed a desire to meet the Portuguese poet, choosing Portugal for a health and rest trip on the Costa do Sol. In September 1930, Crowley arrived in Lisbon on the ship Alcantara, accompanied by his young German lover Hanny Larissa Jaeger, a 19-year-old artist nicknamed by him Scarlet Woman. Pessoa awaited him at the port, and the two met several times in cafes and hotels in Estoril and Lisbon, discussing occultism, poetry, and astrology. The relationship with Jaeger quickly soured, with hysterical crises and a violent argument. She disappeared on September 17th, leaving for Germany days later. Frustrated with the end of the romance, and possibly seeking publicity or amusement, Crowley planned a daring staging at the dramatic Boca do Inferno in Cascais, a place famous for its furious waves and mystical and unusual stories. With Pessoa's complicity, he left an enigmatic letter on a rock, claiming he could not live without his beloved, and perished in between the rocks and the fury of the waves. The Portuguese press exploded with the story. The news spread fast everywhere, fueled by Pessoa, who even reported seeing Crowley's ghost in Lisbon. Meanwhile, Crowley stayed a few days in Sintra, then discreetly left the country and reappeared alive in Berlin at the opening of an exhibition of his paintings. The episode amused those involved, inspired Pessoa to sketch an unfinished detective novel, and perpetuated the myth of this strange alliance in the secret of the mouth of hell.